Hello viewers, my name is Samir Khan and welcome back to my channel Sam's Classroom. Today our video is about mechanism of photosynthesis. Before beginning this video, I'd like to thank all those who have subscribed to my channel and also expecting much more love and support from you. So without making much ado, let's start our video. So as you can see, photosynthesis is divided into two phases. The first phase is called photochemical phase or light dependent reactions. And the second phase is called biosynthetic phase or light independent reactions. So let us start with light dependent reactions first. So in the first phase of photosynthesis, as the name it is indicating, the light dependent reactions mean the reactions which take place in the presence of light. That means the light plays a key role in these chemical reactions. So these chemical reactions, they'll take place in the presence of light as soon as the sunlight is absorbed by the chlorophyll. So technically we can even call this as photochemical phase. What does photochemical phase mean? See, photochemical, the name itself it is indicating. Photo mean light, chemical reactions. So here the chemical reactions are taking place in the presence of sunlight. Hence we are calling it as photochemical phase. Now where does these photochemical reactions take place inside the chloroplast? Of course, all these light dependent reactions or photochemical reactions takes place inside the grana of the chloroplast where chlorophyll is present. So in the first step of light dependent reactions, as soon as the chlorophyll gets exposed to the sunlight, it gets activated and starts absorbing photons. Now what are photons? Photons are nothing but these are the smallest unit of energy. Now in the second step of light dependent reactions, this light energy is utilized in splitting the water molecule into H plus ions and OH minus ions. So the splitting up of water molecule is also known as photolysis. Here photo mean light, lysis mean breakdown. So which means splitting of a water molecule using light as a source of energy. So this photolysis was explained by Robert Hill, hence it is also called as Hill's reaction. In the third step of light dependent reactions, the highly reactive ions of water will undergo quick changes. The OH minus ions through a series of reactions will produce water and oxygen. The water is utilized by the plants itself, whereas the oxygen is liberated into the atmosphere. And the H plus ions produced during this process will undergo a series of reactions in light independent reactions. Now by the end of this light reaction, oxygen, ATP and NADPH molecules are formed as the end products of light reaction. Now what is ATP? ATP is nothing but adenosine triphosphate, which is an energy giving component. And NADPH is nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate. So I'll repeat it again. NADPH mean nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate, which is an electron transporter. Now, how ATP and NADPH are formed during the light reaction? See, ATP is formed because of the transport of H plus ions from grana to stroma. So when the H plus ions they are transported through NADPH molecule from inside the grana to stroma, they'll release some amount of energy. This energy is trapped by the thylakoid membrane and is converted into ATP. The second phase of photosynthesis is called biosynthetic phase, because here the synthesis of carbohydrates takes place inside the plants which are living organisms, so that's why it is called as biosynthetic phase, or we can even call it as light independent reactions. So these reactions, they do not require the presence of light. They may take in the presence or absence of light. So these are also called as dark reactions. So dark reactions doesn't mean that they take place inside the dark conditions. It only means they can take place either in the presence or absence of light. So during the second phase of photosynthesis, the H plus ions which are produced during photolysis are immediately picked by the NADP molecule, which is nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide phosphate, and is converted into NADPH, which is nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate. So this nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide hydrogen phosphate molecule, it brings the H plus ions from inside the grana into the stroma. So here, after coming into the stroma, the hydrogen from the NADP molecule is utilized to combine it with carbon dioxide, and the carbon dioxide is converted into glucose. So this happens with a series of reactions. So several other enzymes are utilized, and these reactions were explained by Melvin Kelvin. So that's why it is also called as Kelvin cycle. So by the end of dark reactions, the glucose is produced, and this glucose is converted into starch. And this starch, it is supplied to various parts of the plant through the phloem tissue. Phloem tissue helps in transportation of raw materials. So by the end of this video, I hope you might have understood the mechanism of photosynthesis. If you like my video, please share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.